Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. I'm in Newport Beach on the peninsula, right across from Corona del Mar, but I'm at the private dock just walking out, and it's a beautiful day. But we're about to see people stop spending money. And a lot of signs point to this, and I'm going to cover it all with you. Please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And we have an email list that you can sign up for. The link is below. First things first, guys. So many signs point to where people are fed up. People are tightening their belts. People are cutting back in every way that they can right now. And with the Fed about to raise interest rates again, we went from 0 to 5% in a year. You've seen everything affected by this. Every single industry has been affected, and you're about to see people completely cut back. And the main thing is inflation. Inflation is destroying businesses, it's destroying families. It has, made energies absolutely explode over the course of the last year. And it's funny. Our local gas company, or Southern California Gas, just issued a notice that, hey, we want to raise rates another 13% next year. What did you do this year? I do not know a living soul that has not been dramatically affected by natural gas prices over the course of the last 3 months. I mean, seriously, it's doubled here. Oh, well, rates have gone up and wholesale natural gas has gone up. It's crazy, guys. Absolutely nuts. So there's that. That's the first thing. Next thing is that you are seeing companies that are completely destroyed by the supply chain, and it's not getting better right now. In fact, it's getting worse right now for a lot of these companies. And with that, we are seeing that companies are going to go out of business. You're going to see people cutting back that you never thought would cut back. For example, the one and only Amazon. They just announced that they're going to stop construction on another large facility. And this is in Arlington, Virginia. Now, Amazon, John Schlottler is their real estate manager, chief executive for real estate. And he said, hey, wait a second. We're still committed to Arlington, Virginia. We're still going to put $2.5 billion into Arlington, Virginia between now and 2030. We're going to have 25,000 employees here, but we're not building anything. We're going to rent a facility. So the Helix Conference Center, office towers are done. Not going to spend the money on that. Once again, that is the second one that they canceled in just a few months. So there's that. Next thing is, it's just beautiful out here. It's a little breezy. Okay, the mic's got a cover on it too, guys, so I'm sure I'll hear that, but it's nice. So with interest rates affecting absolutely everything we do, from consumer loans to credit cards, people just are not taking a look at their finances and how this is dramatically affecting everything that we buy, everything we purchase. Interest rates have gone up on. Look at all the different costs that you have with your credit cards, with your banking, and people, are not paying attention to this, but they should be. But one thing that we're seeing is that they're not committing to larger purchases. Travel right now, people are basically cutting back on everything. They're cutting back on going out to restaurants, and this is just the beginning of this. So what happens, guys, if the Fed comes out this week? Everybody knows that interest rates are going to go up, 25 basis points, a quarter of a point this week. And once again, we've gone from 0 to 5%. What's going to happen if the Fed raises interest rates, half a point? It's going to be absolutely crazy if they do that. I think that you could see interest rates. I mean, all bets are off if that happens. Nobody knows what to expect if that happens. So it's funny. This side is the public side that you can go to. This side over here is the private side. And they got the barbecues and all that stuff. They got a little fence, and they've got the, this is for our association only. Peasants stay out. I think that's what that says. So everything points to this, guys. People are cutting back. People are cutting back on everything. And you're seeing small businesses cut back on advertising. You're seeing them cutting back on new equipment purchases. Everything right now points to a slowdown. You're not seeing office equipment being purchased. You're not seeing, hey, it's time for new computers for the office. No, you know what? These are working. We'll keep them around for a year. What about the phone systems? We'll just fix the phones. You're seeing people not spend the money right now. And it's happening in so many different industries, around the globe. And again, no dogs allowed. Members only, guys. No dogs allowed. Okay? So, the end of the street is the world famous wedge. So we'll just make our way down there today. I don't think the surf is particularly big, but we'll just head in that direction. A lot of famous people have lived on this street before, rumored, different actors and different things like that, and that Eddie Van Halen had a house here. Never know if it was true or not, if he lived here or not, and when he was married to Valerie Bertinelli, but, it was nice to think about that when you were, 19. So much more to cover. I'll get into it in just a second. The whole conversation about workers and hours and hiring people has completely changed. And with all the layoffs that have happened over the course of, let's just use the last 60 days, it has really put the perspective on to people getting any job that they can, basically. And for the people that never worked in an office, think about this. There's a group of people that for the last 3 years never stepped foot in an office. And we've covered this before. A lot of people that basically should have never been hired because they're not responsible workers. And I've got 2 kids, and I'm not going to say which one would be which, but one of them would be incredibly responsible working by themselves, and one of them would not be. And, with all these layoffs, it's really put this into perspective. But it's also created an environment where you really don't have a normal work week. You don't have the Monday through Friday stuff, and people need to understand this. Some people can handle it, some people cannot. Some employers love it, some people don't. But this is definitely going to change business as we know it. Now, I had dinner with a cardiac nurse, and she was explaining to me that since, the pandemic started, that her hours just completely jumped up. And recently, in the last few months, they said, hey, listen, you're going to come in more, and you're going to get in here an hour early each day. And that's it. There's no, hey, work remotely. You can't do, cardiac dye testing on hearts, from your house. It just doesn't work that way. But the demand is get in here early or else, okay? Because they'll get somebody else to replace people like that. And it's horrible. And the demand is, that's just how it is. Now, when you think about big business and how this has changed everything, this is why Amazon's not building, office buildings and not renting. And you're seeing all this vacant commercial real estate. Kevin O'Leary steps forward and he said this is going to be a transformational change. Kevin O'Leary, as far as I'm concerned, is on his redemption apology tour for FTX. And he's every place he can, giving every bit of business advice. And he's a brilliant guy. Let's face it. He is very smart. He's made a ton of money, and he's owned several companies, and he's a guy that we should listen to, but he still blew it with FTX as far as I'm concerned. But one thing he's talking about is this is going to transform businesses because, hey, you have no problem. You have no excuse not to get things done. This assignment is due by next Friday. Get it done. I don't care when you do. I don't care if you do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, IT guys, a lot of these people, man, I'm telling you, as we start to talk to these people and interview these people and bring them in, hey, listen, I don't want to be tied to an office. I don't want to even see you guys. But I also, what time do you go to bed, Dan? I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. So if you sent me something and you didn't hear back from me, but it got done by like 10 o'clock in the morning, would you be fine? Yeah, because these guys are night owls that stay up all night and then sleep all frickin' day. But who cares? If the work gets done, no one cares about that. That's the point of what I'm trying to make with this. So, very, very different way of working. It's going to change everything. But why do we need offices? Amazon doesn't think so. The second one they canceled. Don't forget, Microsoft is not building their campus right now. And who else regrets these, these decisions? Think about this. Apple has people that they hire on a contract basis, and they've cut all these guys back. Okay, great. So we just don't have the subcontractors right now, but they're cutting people off left and right now. That's happening. So Denise sent me a story that, man, I hope is not true. And this is from Lowe's. And there's a man that went to Lowe's and tried to use his military discount, Sam Hacksaw Newman, okay? Well, anyways, I'd like a nickname like Hacksaw, okay? So Sam Newman went there, and they said, we don't have that anymore. No more 10% discount. If this is true, you guys tell me if this is true or not, if Lowe's got rid of this, because they would be frickin' delusional, and to think that this is not going to go under the radar, because people are going to freak out when they hear this. Is this true? Did they get rid of a military discount at Lowe's? Because I will never shop there again, even though I've never been in the military, but I believe in supporting the military in every way, shape, and form. Then Tammy sends me the shrinkflation problems that we're having. The shrinkflation problems that we're having is the dollar store. You used to go into the dollar store and you could buy tissues, you could buy soap, you could buy things and save money doing that. Well, she bought tissues, and the problem with the tissues right now is that there's 20 sheets less for the same amount of price, and the sheets are smaller. Take a look at the box, and just a great way of showing this, because it's ridiculous. And here's the thing. People buy the same things over and over. People buy the same toothpaste, toothbrushes, paper towels, tissues, and wait a second, this is not the same thing. No, you're out of your mind. She's not out of her mind. Look at that. It's clearly smaller. Everybody can see that. So these stores are not the same. They're not worth going to. Why would you spend less to get less value? I mean, I understand sometimes we made a value decision for 99 cents, but why do that? If you're going to get less value and less quality of a product, don't buy it. So share your thoughts on this stuff so far, guys. For those of you that know Southern California surfing spots and the ocean, I am at the Wedge. And man, oh man, is it nice to see this place with nobody here, but really different to see it without waves, because there are 0 waves here right now. And the waves crash on this really differently and transform the coastline when the waves are big. But the tide's really far out right now. It's beyond the high surf sign, which you generally don't see. The rocks are exposed. I mean, all these different things that you just don't normally see. One of the Fed governors, Christopher Waller, this week said, hey, we may have to be more aggressive. And I love this, because there's 2 separate stories below about the Fed having to raise interest rates. And one of them is the fact that we may need to have a hard landing for the economy. We may need to raise interest rates in such a way to slow things down and really disrupt the economy to slow it down. Okay? Really? Well, remember, everything's going so well. You cannot have it both ways, guys. You cannot be told how great the economy is and be told we have to have a hard landing because inflation is not slowing down. What are these people doing to slow down inflation? You do this. You buy things. You buy gas. You buy auto parts. You buy everything. I have a brother that's got a natural gas vehicle, and I just get the update, every other day about how much he's paying for natural gas, because it's insane. So we're living through something that is unlike anything in our lifetimes, okay? You're going to see something that's going to destroy the real estate market. It's going to destroy construction. It's going to destroy the home improvement industry, to say the least. And, nobody seems to sit there and get upset about this right now. It's really disturbing that we're going through this, and there's just not an inkling of we should do something. Raise interest rates? Great. They're not doing anything else to help us right now. Seriously. I have a couple good Walmart stories for you right now. Think about this. Crime is such a problem in certain areas of Walmart that they're going to close 2 stores in Portland. You will not have a Walmart in the Portland area. Hayden Meadows, Eastport Plaza, done. March 24th, the stores are finished. Goodbye forever because of crime. Now, here's what happens. People go and steal. They're not prosecuted. They walk out to their friends who are degenerates, okay? And they say, look what I just stole from Walmart. Oh my gosh, did you really? Well, I'm going to go steal from there too. To the point that they tell their degenerate friends, and so on and so on and so on, and nobody's prosecuted. So thank you, Portland. What a great place to have a business. I'm telling you, this is insane, okay? Now, you can't have one Walmart story without another Walmart story. And New Jersey, a man goes into Walmart and decides he's going to steal from the Walmart. But I need a diversion. His name was Leroy Babb, and Mr. Babb came up with a diversion to start a fire in the store so that he could steal things out of the store so people would be diverted towards the fire. So quite the diversion. Not like, hey, I slipped and fell. I want to commit arson. And I'm going to burn the store down and be able to steal a TV set. Crazy, okay? That is what this world is coming to, guys. But again, arson to steal a TV, okay? He got caught, by the way, okay? He didn't get away with the TV. You know? So, no UFC, no Showtime package, nothing. You know what I mean? He's going to get prosecuted for this. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. And sorry for you people in Portland that are not going to have a Walmart. It's just crazy. But again, we're living in a time when people don't pay the price for what they do. So let me know what you guys think about this. The older I get, the more I am amused by how we don't have any tradition in this world anymore, globally. We really don't. Plus, people don't like to lose. People don't like to be uncomfortable. Normally, when you lose, you learn from the experience. And boy, I'm never going to let that happen again, whether it's sports, business, getting the girl, whatever it is, okay? You're going to learn from that, usually. In the UK, I really think about this. You guys should be furious at Prince Harry, okay? This guy's a complete tool. He really is. To ditch the royal family, whether you believe in the royal family or not, I'm an American. I don't even understand 99% of it. But the point is, to sit there and to ditch that for Yoko was a mistake. And then to go on the insanity tour of, we want privacy. And South Park did such a great job of that, where they made fun of them because it's ridiculous, because these people talk about having privacy and they're everywhere. So go move away, go to an island and be by yourself, and don't do anything that we ever have to see again. That would be nice. Now, Prince Charles just announces that Harry and Yoko Ono are invited to the coronation. And once again, she broke up the royals, guys. Don't ever forget that. And you can talk about how bad she had it and all that stuff. I understand. I really do. But there could have been a better way to do this. Okay? And again, losing, uncomfortable situations. And you could talk about how bad the royal family is, but you people in the UK, tell me, are you furious about this? Do you think it's ridiculous? Because this guy, think about this, Piers Morgan has more stature in the UK than that guy does, okay? Than Prince Harry does. So, do you guys feel that way? Okay, tell me. But again, everything in life that I've learned, people have screwed me over, people have done horrible things to me. Man, do I learn from that. Sometimes you get even too, which is great. It's fantastic. But, Prince Harry, what a joke. Okay? Share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Now, I get people that write me and tell me things like how stupid I am that I say the real estate market is turned. I also have talked about this house before, right here, which is the most expensive house per square foot because it's $36 million. And you got me in your backyard. Okay. It's insane. Okay. You get a little side yard for entertaining. Okay. But again, this is the wedge. When the surf is remotely good, guys, this is loaded with people like me looking at people surfing those waves. But that is insane. It will be interesting to see if it sells for $36 million or not. Now, there's a tried and true way of flipping houses that has worked in this economy and people have done quite well. There's a great article below about how people are not being able to flip houses right now because the market has turned. There is a method where you buy a house, you rehab the house, you refinance the house, and then you rent it out. And that's called the BRRRR method, okay? And there's all these people that have been stuck with houses right now that have bought multiple properties. They're in one stage or another of rehab, trying to rent them out. Oh gosh, I thought we were going to get $4,000 for it. Now we're only going to get $2,000 for it, but they can't pull the money out of the properties. This is it, guys. This is the beginning of it. And nobody wants to sit there and admit, oh yeah, maybe it is going to take a turn. It is. It's already turned. And it's only going to go down from here. But 36 million bucks, okay, for that. Think of the stuff you could do with $36 million, guys, okay? Now, it's a beautiful area. It really is, okay? You've got the inlet for the bay. I mean, it's all the ships coming in. I mean, it is just, it's choice, okay? It really is, okay? But you get this mook walking around with his camera filming you in your backyard, okay? So, for those of you, I've been on that beach across the island, okay? Over there, that's Corona Del Mar, that's Little Corona, and that's Big Corona over there on the other side of the jetty. To drive there right now, it takes about 45 minutes from where I'm at to get over there. It's pretty, takes a little bit of a trek to go from one side to the other. But this is it, guys. You're starting to see people that have bought these homes and they've made mistakes on them. Scott Walters, realtor. I love the guy, love his channel, check it out. But Scott has a tried and true method. If you put 20% down on this house, which a lot of these people don't, 3%, whatever they can, because they think they're going to flip them and make money, which is great. Do whatever you want to do. But if you put 20% down, what does that house rent for? Now, with interest rates shooting up, even with investor money shooting up, it is going through the roof right now. People are seeing huge interest payments on these rehabbed homes right now, double what they saw a year ago. So with that being said, they cannot make the money that they were making before. And if you're stuck with the house, you've got negative equity. You are taking in less rent than you're paying out every month. Doesn't that sound like hell? Okay? Yes, it is. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Let me know what you think. You know, just a beautiful spot, guys. So let me know what you think about all this stuff, because it's a different time, guys. It really is right now. And if you're aware of it, if you accept it and you change the way you do business, you're going to be fine during this time. You know, one person I'm very fond of is the Economic Ninja. A great guy. He's got this side hustle course, which is excellent. Buy stuff, sell stuff, get rid of your crap, and start a business. And it's the easiest way to do it, which is where everybody should start. Get rid of everything you have right now while people have money, because there's going to be a point in time, if it gets depressionary, damn Mr. Gloom and Doom, that people won't have the money to do fun stuff like that, like buy your crap, okay? So sell it while you can. Also, the other thing is unclaimed.org. I've talked about this. You can go to unclaimed.org and pick your state, put your name in, and you can see if the state is holding any money for you right now. And one guy got $2,000. Oh my gosh, I forgot I put that money down in that apartment. Thank you, Dan, okay? Lots of people have gotten money from that thing, but take a look at it. It's absolutely free. Don't pay anybody to do that for you. You can do it for free, unclaimed.org, okay? Share your thoughts on all this stuff so far. But 36 million bucks, guys. Would you guys buy that house for $36 million? Seriously. Okay? Yeah, you got the street. Yeah, you got the big, beautiful boats going by. Big deal, man. I mean, when do you sit there and go, no, I'll pass. I want a little privacy. I want an island for $36 million. Okay? Anyways, I digress all the time. Okay? Share your thoughts, guys. I am going to finish this video with these last few stories. Do you guys have a problem with the e-bikes in your cities? They're everywhere here. E-bikes at the beach, the e-bikes inland, young and old, these kids race across the streets in their e-bikes. They don't wear helmets. They're taking their lives into their own hands, and it is crazy. Do you guys have that where you live? When I went and filmed my last video yesterday about the house that was falling down the hill, these idiots on their e-bikes almost ran into them. And hey man, look where you're going. I'm like, you guys are the ones racing out in the center of the street. Well, this is something that we saw with those little riding scooter things that are the two-wheeled things that people would stand on, where they caught fire. Now you're starting to see the e-bikes catch on fire because people overcharge them, they lay them in areas, they get hot, and they explode. New York City has had 22 fires for the e-bikes. 22 since January 1st. Okay, this isn't like in the last 3 years. 22 fires. That is crazy, guys. So, are you seeing that? Do you see that as a problem? Because I do. Would you guys pay more money to go to a restaurant and get a better table? Again, a kind of a New York thing. There are apps now where you can sign up and you can get a better table at the restaurant. You know, Zervu, Better Resi. One of them's $5 a person, and we will get you a better seat at the restaurant. Me, I like to be left where, hey, put us in the back so nobody can talk to me, okay? That's what I like. And, but, I mean, would you pay for that? Again, it's not Yelp, it's not reserving the table, it's to pay more money to get a better table. What a snobbery thing. So, you know, I think it's crazy. The final story, which is great, and the world is getting righted again, and that is Victoria's Secret's going to have their fashion show again. They're going to film it and they're bringing it back. It's been gone for, guess what, guys? 4 long years, and they're going to bring it back. So, some good things in the world, guys. Now, if Tim Johnson wants to invite iAllegedly, Tim's the CEO of the company, by the way. If he wants to invite Dan from iAllegedly, I will volunteer to go to that for you guys. I will film that for you, and I will sacrifice my time. Not to buy me an airline ticket. I'll pay my own way to go see that. But share your thoughts, guys. Is that a good thing? Does that tell you that the world's coming back and reopening when Victoria's Secret's going to have their fashion show again? So, please do not forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget you can email us at hello@iallegedly.com. Send stories, kind of send a preview too, and not just video links and things like that, because they try to get things to me, and I appreciate one and all everything that you guys send me, and I know the time that it takes. And I want to thank one man out there, Jesse. Jesse goes out and cuts out newspaper clippings and mails them to me, because he doesn't have access to a computer and he can only watch me on TV, and I really appreciate that, Jesse. I know the effort that you're doing this, and I always read those stories, and I really appreciate it, sir. So thank you. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget the like button and subscribe to the channel if I didn't say that already, okay? I'll see you guys very soon.